Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today I wanted to do a really quick breakdown on how to calculate risk extremely quick and efficiently in TradingView so you don't spend too much time trying to calculate it while the candles are printing on those lower time frames. So you're not doing anything like leaving money on the table or anything unnecessary like that. It's going to be an extremely quick process. So let's just dive into it here really quick. We are on a micro contract. This is obviously going to work for any kind of contract, but I'm just working it on the micros. So if you're trading multiple contracts at a time, this is going to be extremely helpful for that as well. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is get your risk to reward tool on your screen. And if you don't know where that is, it's on the left hand side right here under this tab. You got your long and short position. Favorite them right here, so it's on your toolbar right here. Now, I'm going to put on the long position because let's say in this market right now, you're looking for a long. Now, this is how you're going to be able to calculate your risk. So you can just really, I'll show you right now, just click on it, have your tools right here, and be able to say, okay, I want to risk $250 on this trade. Bing, hit that, and then you're good to go right here. So how you're going to be able to do that is get your risk tool on the chart right here, double click on it, and then what you're going to want to do is put your account size in this tab right here. Okay, just leave this at default, doesn't really matter. Um, your lot size should stick at 1, don't really mess with that. Your risk, this is the most important part right here. You want your risk right here to be the dollar amount of what you want to risk per trade and put that to USD right here. Okay, so if you want to risk 500 on a trade, put 500 in here. If you want to risk 250 on a trade, put 250 right there. Okay, doesn't matter what you use, just put it right there. Now, you're not going to want to do this every single time you're looking to take a trade, right? That's not the point. That's going to take way too long. So you're going to want to save this as a template. So go down here to the bottom left, click that, and then do save as. Now, the template name is going to help you quickly see how much you want to risk or what you should select out of your options to risk on a trade using your risk tool. So if you want to risk $250 on a trade for this template, put 250 right here, click save so you never have to do it again, and then this won't show up for you because I already have one listed at 250. And then there you go, right? You got that saved. So now, if you want to risk $250 on this trade, right? Say you want to go long right here, and say you want your stop loss below this candle's low right here, okay? What you're going to want to do is click on this, the risk tool, go down to this, and you see I have other ones listed here already, but we just made that $250 one. So if I want to risk 250 on this trade, I click on that. It might move, so just readjust it back to where it was. And now what you're going to want to look at is this quantity right here. Okay, so you see how as I move the stop loss, the quantity is going to change. You see how it gets lower as my stop loss gets bigger. That's because my stop loss is getting bigger, so that requires more risk, obviously, meaning if you want to risk $250 per trade and your stop loss is getting bigger, the amount of contracts you're going to use is going to get smaller. So if I want my stop loss to be right there, it's going to say I need to risk 5.882 exact contracts to get exactly $250 of risk. Now, obviously, in the futures space, in futures trading, we cannot risk down to the cent or to the dollar of what we want to risk per trade. It's not like Forex where you're using pips and lot sizes and things like that, where you can get down to pretty much the cent. Futures is a little bit different. You're going to have to ballpark it just a little bit. Okay, so this is saying at most 5.88 contracts. So you can round that either up or down. If you round it up, you're going to get a little bit over that 250. Okay, so if I wanted to round this to 6 contracts, right, because this is telling me how many contracts to use, what you're going to do is click buy, obviously, stop loss down to where you have it on your risk tool, and you can see that it's just over 250, right? So it's 258, not a big deal at all right there. If you wanted to risk, or if you wanted to play it safe and do the 5, because say you're trading, you're using this for minis, Obviously, it's going to be a much bigger difference where the dollar amount's going to be a little bit larger. So say you wanted to play it safe and risk 5. Again, it's just going to be right near that 250, but not quite. This is 212. So you make that decision on if you want to, round up or round down, right? So that's really how you're going to use it. If you wanted to risk 500 on a trade, I'll show you. I already have the other ones pre-saved, right? So I have this 500 right here. If I wanted to risk 500 on this trade, doing the same exact trade right here, it says I would need 12 micro contracts. So this one's pretty nice because it goes almost exactly to it, 12.048. So just round that to 12. Use 12 contracts right here. Stop loss to where it is, and then 504. Okay, so that's really quickly how you can calculate your stop loss so you're not spending too much time doing it in the live market. So hope this helps you guys, and yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. So take care and happy trading.